Hey, Spuddies, PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Play Civ 6 as the Maori. And unfortunately, our theater square is not going to be going there. However, we are trying out a whole bunch of new mods in this game. So things have been very interesting, and they will continue to get more and more interesting as time goes on. I definitely want to build a campus here, so I'll make sure I place that. It's going to be the first district I get. We'll work on growing the city. Well, I was hoping to get drama and poetry pretty early here, but that doesn't seem so important to me anymore. So perhaps we'll head towards the direction of a religion. Now, I am pretty close to getting my religion. None have gone yet. I'm just gonna let that churn away, I think. I don't think anyone's going to beat me to it. I don't think I need to do a holy side prayer. I think I can let my religion happen passively. I may not get all the beliefs that I want. Oh, hello, another barbarian encampment. But we're getting good exploration. That's what we're excited for here. Oh dear, Jesus, my Christ, oh my, run, run away! Oh God, oh, there's so many bad guys throughout the world as I explore. It's not good. The good news is, though, we do have the pyramids, and we're working on a galley and a couple of things. We're also in a heroic, or a golden age, where we could buy settlers. We got the monumentality, which is basically like winning a jackpot here in the other game. I got 2 build charges here. Do I send this guy to the north? I reckon this city has all the tiles improved that it wants. Let's unwork these, so we can think about what we want to do. I definitely feel like a 2 food, 3 production tile is better than a 2 food, 2 production tile. I definitely feel I want these 3 food, 1 production tiles. Like the boat tiles are so good. And then these wheat tiles adjacent to this are so good. These give me the surplus food I need. I could work this to grow slightly faster, but I feel like that extra production is huge. So I'll focus on that, plus the extra bit of science and culture. This the science and culture from this is actually kind of what's carrying me through the game here. It means I am playing on Immortal rather than Deity, so I have a little bit more time to catch up with the AI. And I got super lucky with Coupe finding Signy. Alrighty then. The city will need to get to 4 population. Oh yeah, that was a mistake. Well, yeah, I'm going to send that builder up to the north to get these fishing bonus resources online, and that will allow me to grow this city a little bit faster, which will allow me to get this entertainment complex a little bit faster. So that to me seems right. Oh, right, there's a goddamn enemy galley in the water. I did plug in I plugged in maritime industries for faster boats. I reckoned that around about now is the time I should get boats in the game, and I think I found all of the coastal tribal villages that I'm going to find, and any that remain are probably inland. But we've done an amazing job exploring. We're in the classical era, so it actually, you know what? This is something someone sent me a message about, and they said sometimes it's worth it really, really early into the game to just pick up a little bit of Diplo favor from the AI. Oh wow, they're willing to sell me 3 luxuries for 4 gold per turn. Hell yes. All right, I'll take all those luxuries. And I will sell mine off for 9. I'll sell off my open borders too. Pick up all that little bit of extra gold. I don't need to actually get open borders with anyone right now. Oh, but yeah, but if I come in here, like how much is this Diplo favor? 5 gold per turn. Ah, okay. So I guess it's only worth like nothing in the ancient era. So I might have missed my window to get the cheap Diplo favor. I'm gonna hold off on jumping in that water with that builder until I have my galley in position. There's drama and poetry, so we can start working on the Maori. And the theater squares. Oh, there is a tribal village here. I could hire a bireme. Bireme's not a bad unit. It would round out my navy in a very nice way. Give me a very, 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 very robust unit. It would grow the city-state a little bit faster. I don't have any designs of settling here. I will get myself a settler. I want to settle that cotton before loyalty gets too bad over here. So yeah, I'll hire the bireme. Makes my life slightly easier in controlling the sea. Pop up here. It looks like nobody's really around here, so I can kind of get a bit of exploration in, which is pretty neat. Right, there's horseback riding. Now, if I remember correctly, so what did I just unlock at horseback riding? I unlocked the stable and the emporium. Oh wow, this looks like it's a 3rd kind of trading thing for the commercial hub. Interesting. So we have like a whole bunch of buildings that can go in here. So the emporium gives +1 trade route capacity. +1 gold per turn from each foreign trade route passing through this city, and +1 gold per turn from and to each foreign trade route to this city. Oh wow, okay. Strategic resource stockpiles are increased by +10. International trade routes from the city gain +1 gold. Jesus, this has so many abilities. +1 gold, +1 citizen slot, +1 great merchant point. Oh my god, I'm spoiled. I'm going to be spoiled for choice here. Yeah, go ahead and cross the ocean. I have built a little bit of a navy. The quadrireme, I can step into the water finally, and I will want to buy that tile. Can I actually go ahead and pick up a tiny little bit of gold, like sell off some horses, and just grab like a little bit of gold from Norway, buy that tile, and then use the culture bomb to grab the second fish. And then these 2 4-food tiles will just make the huge difference that this city needs to grow real fast once that granary is done too. Although actually, yeah, you know what? I need the production, because I need the housing from the granary. I need the +1 housing for the 2 fishing boats, and then the +2 housing from the granary, and then I'll be able to get to entertainment complex reasonably quickly in that city. And what was I talking about? I was talking about what I'm going to do in my capital city. I have Moksha in here because I want to spread my religion when I pick it up in 3 turns. Now, I have a navy that's capable of defending my coastal infrastructure, these fishing boats. That's what the quadrireme here is for. He's going to sit on this reef and protect these fishing boat tiles. So I could, in theory, go ahead and pick up a fishing dock in my capital here, which would give me +1 production on both of these fishing boats, which, you know, 120 production for +2 production per turn, as well as housing and food and all that sort of stuff, which would allow me to grow and work more tiles. That could, in the long run, have like really, really good returns. This feels like if I want this city to be strong, if I get this early, that's good. You know, compare that to a granary that's +2 housing and +1 food. Oh, actually, bonus resources improved by farms gain +1 food each. So theoretically, this is actually +3 to 4 food, because I actually have 2 other bonus resources improved in my capital. So the granary represents a pretty big investment here in positive value. I don't think there's. I kind of want to build the Oracle. I would like to build settlers too. The question is, what's the current value of this right now? Can't tell. Hold on, let me figure this out. If I go to this. Okay, so I can get 3 faith per citizen if I work my citizen slots. So I'm trying to think, is it worth it to try to power hard and grow this city and work these citizen slots and gain faith and buy settlers that way? And it might actually be worth it to do that. Like, yeah, I think it might be. So perhaps the granary would give me a huge boost to my food growth in here. And then the fishing dock would give me an even bigger boost to my growth. Yeah, let's try to build a big, huge capital, I think, before we start trying to, you know, get a lot of settlers. Let's play a little bit more tall in this mod. We're going to experiment. We're experimenting with things. We're going to deprioritize how hard we're going to go for our settlers here in favor of making a big old stonky capital, because it feels like, you know, going for settlers seems like the easiest way to win the game. Like, you just build a lot of cities, and yeah, and then you have so many things that you just win. But maybe building a big city kind of has its own cool flavor. So that's the 2 fishing boats. We will work both of those fishing boats because we want the city to grow faster. We'll prioritize production. And now we have trapped this galley up here. We can get 2 hits on it and pretty easily. Should be able to pretty easily kill it. All right, nice. Settlers in position. Hoping I can drop that city soon. Okay, you need to dodge those guys. I kind of want to level up the bireme. Yeah, let's do that. Take the XP on the bireme. Ooh, a tribal village over here. Oh, I don't have a scout in the area though. Unfortunate. Oh, nice. Go get that. See here. You're pretty far. I think it would be reasonable for me to skip researching theology and head back for military tradition, because I'm about to get a religion. So I'll get that next turn anyway, so that'll finish theology for me. All right, there is Lao Tzu. We will grab you. Found a religion. How many religions have gone? 1 religion has gone, and it was Islam. Feed the World has gone, which is 3 food, 1 housing per building in your... And then we have mosques too. Okay, so our religion has gone. As the Maori, we will worship the religion of Tangaroa. I don't know if I spelled that right, but I think I looked up. This is the pre-contact Maori god of the watery stuff. And we have like little swirlies. That'll do. It'll do. We got the production from fishing boats, so this feels sort of thematic to me. Ooh, I like the idea of Jesuit education. Divine inspiration is kind of cool if I want to go more in a world wonder direction. Religious community feels kind of good. Extra culture seems quite good. I'm going to have strong culture this game anyway. Getting extra production from my holy sites makes them a stronger proposition. Zen meditation is kind of cool. This would give me a ton of amenities, which might work with a slightly taller game. 5% faith of the city is ecstatic. Ooh, I like that. That's a really cool idea. So if you keep your city happy, You'll end up with more faith. Ooh, I like the mandir though. Plus 0.2 faith per citizen. That's really, really cool. Ooh, the Jinja. Extra faith based on the appeal. Up to +4. And +2 culture. These are all so cool. These worship buildings. Standard adjacency bonus to holy sites from mountains. Okay, I guess they didn't get that. Standard adjacent bonus for adjacent forest and jungle, but -1 faith from adjacent. Oh, so this is more like a rural focused district. Cool. And then we have the Peripteroi, which is +1 faith per ally traded with, and +1 faith per entertainment building. +1 diplomatic favor per turn. Some of these are a little bit complicated. I feel like there's a little bit too much going on with each one. Like this one over here, +5% faith when ecstatic, plus a little bit of faith per citizen, faith from appeal. These all feel pretty intuitive. Some of these, a little bit odd. +1 faith from great works. I like this. This is cool. The cathedral rework here is awesome. The Maori construction, 10% of the building's cost is faith. Ooh. +2 food and +1 housing. This is more tall direction. Allows the construction of Zakwalis. Faith from kills equal to 25. Ooh, +2 production. And then we have the Stupa, +2 faith per wonder, and +1 amenity from an additional relic slot. Ooh. This is more of a tall building. In fact, you could go Divine Inspiration and Stupa in cities with holy sites. You would get +6 faith from World Wonders, which seems really, really cool. Nice. There's a lot of really, really cool things you can do here. Now, it's only worship buildings that are changed, so I have to pick one that I like. So give me a few minutes here and I'll have a little think about this. I think I'm going to go with the synagogue here. +3 faith and +1 faith to specialists might work really well. No, I need to think about it. Hang on. These are all so good. My problem with the 0.2 faith per citizen is that that's really low. Like you get, if you have, what, 15, 20 population in your city, you're getting 3 to 4 faith. Whereas you compare that to the Dare Mer, you get that after 3 eras. You don't need any population or anything like that. So this is kind of cool. I think this should be bumped up maybe just a scooch to like 0.4, maybe 0.5. That would be a little bit more impactful. 0.5 feels a little high. Maybe 0.3 might be like that sweet spot where it feels impactful enough. So while this is cool, I don't think it's strong enough. Man, it's hard to choose. You know what? Let's go with Divine Inspiration and Stupas. I'm trying to build a few wonders this game. We'll go for a wonder building religion, fishing boat pantheon. Do I want to do wonder building? Oh god, I'm having second thoughts. You know, we're just going to commit. We're going to commit to wonder building. We're going to try and build a few wonders, get extra faith from it. Because that means something like Oracle now actually has a lot of value, because this is worth what? Ton of faith. Does my pyramids get updated? Yeah. +4 faith from these. I don't have a good spot to build certain things. But if I can snag a wonder this game, like, it's all the better. And plus, that gave me a nice boost to my faith, like, right now. And faith right now is always pretty good. I'm going to settle here. And I'm also going to see if I can get open borders from this guy. I want my relationship to be high. I know I just settled near him, which might, like, set him off a little bit. But I'm hoping that my my positive can-do attitude will belay his aggression. Let's immediately begin work on ancient walls here to defend the city. Pray this city finds itself what it needs. Can I change my belief since I unlocked a thing? Did I not get, Oh, theology didn't actually finish. Okay, I see. Boom. Now we have theology. This gives us the old scripture card, of course. But it also gives us access to the temple, which is one of the basic buildings. It's 0.3 faith per turn for each citizen in this city. It allows the purchasing of apostles, gurus, inquisitors, and with the proper belief, warrior monks. +1 faith, +1 citizen slot, great profit point, relic point, and +1 faith from citizen yields. But we also have the monastery, which is +1 food and +1 faith to every mountain in the city, +1 faith to every adjacent mountain or feature, allows the purchasing. So this is more of a urban thing, right? You get your faith from your population, and this is more of a rural thing where you have a ton of mountains around. I like the dichotomy here. I'm liking the way that even the beliefs, the buildings, all that stuff have unique and interesting interactions with the terrain. I probably am going to go for temple in most places here because that seems like the best value. I was meant to plug a thing in here. I don't need maritime industries anymore. I think I'll plug in survey because I do have some dudes running around, and getting faith here might be better than land surveyors because like it's not much faith I get from that. If you think about it though, it's a settler in 10 turns, which is about how long it takes my city to build it, like 7 turns, but I can also be working on other infrastructure. Now the question is, do I want to go for the temple and go straight for the stupa? I went for the granary so that my growth in the city is popping off. And I may prioritize growth here because I have 9 amenities. I have no idea why I have 9 amenities, by the way. It's just I have it. Luxury resources, apparently I have 7 coming from luxury, so I can just grow this city. And I think working all this wheat is the right pathway to that, because I can grow the city in 4 turns. Like we're consuming 12 food and we're producing 25, and we only need 62 to grow, so I can grow this city super fast. And if I get the fishing wharf, that would be even faster, because then I'm getting +1 food from this, +1 food from all my coastal tiles, and +1 production from my boats and fisheries, which would make this coast even stronger. So I think the fishing wharf is my next move here. I don't think I need this just yet. Fishing wharf, grow my capital really, really big. I like it. I like it as a plan. We're making the giga capital. We're sitting on an envoy. Oh shoot! I was meant to be sending her on a world tour. Let's see. I think Singapore is next, and I was meant to build a horseman too, but I sold all my horses. That's okay. We're not in a rush to do the horseman thing. But yeah, let's send you. I don't remember who I've had suzerainty of, but I'll send you to Singapore now. Take control of them. 5 turns from now, we'll get some era score, some memes. We have time. We have time to get ourselves another golden age, which means more faith purchasing of settlers. God, the faith purchasing of settlers feels so ubiquitous and so powerful that it's hard to escape it in any of my games. A little bit of extra faith, cool. That's a turn off of a settler, basically. Military tradition unlocks the barracks and the encampment. Oh, interesting. Can it be adjacent to a city center? So nothing special or really impactful coming from that. I do kind of want the mausoleum, but I don't have anywhere to place it in my capital, unfortunately, because I can't harvest things. So we will probably just head towards currency or something like that, and then also head towards games and recreation. Sitting on 2 envoys. Is there anyone I actually want suzerainty of? And I think Nan Madol for sure, because that's worth 2. That's like worth a lot of culture in my cities, right? It's a huge bonus. Step up here, grab that. Ironworking, mathematics, nice. Couple of boosts, and you should be safe to jump back in the water. Another tribal village. We have circumnavigated the globe. I feel like we can definitely secure ourselves a golden age here for the next era. We just have to be a little bit careful. Make sure we work on a few things. Gonna save up my money to buy more units. I don't think a bireme helps with a coastal barb camp, unfortunately. Alrighty, what do we do? Yeah, you just kind of hang around here. Boom, capital grew, which means we can place another district. Would be good to get my government plaza, but maybe it would be better to get my civic square because I have my unique thingy in it. Do I want to get a preserve? The appeal here is kind of cool. I feel like I should place an industrial zone here because that's worth at least +2, and then a civic square here. Although I am getting an industrial zone over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's out of range of my capital, unfortunately. That kind of sucks. Yeah, maybe we'll go for the government plaza in the capital. Triggers culture bomb on completion. Move the capital to the city with the government plaza, but only if it's on the home continent. Choices. Yeah, let's do it. We'll place it, but we won't build it yet because we're working on the growth stuff. So the fishing dock, I think, is the real move right now. We got our granary in Opango, so we can grow this city a little bit more comfortably. We have up to 6 population in here. I would love to get the campus right now. The sooner I get that campus online, the sooner I can start working the extra science. And that's worth like +2 science right there alone, which would be a significant boost to my very, very meager science gain. I also like need units, and I need to get traders and stuff like that. So it's very difficult to prioritize here. And I could also go for a fishing dock, which I think I pick up the campus. I pick up the campus. The little bit of extra early game science helps a lot. It makes a difference. So we'll prioritize it. Having a campus just quietly like churning away for you for most of the game, producing just that little trickle of science can make a big deal, especially because I'm starting to fall behind in science, and I don't want to fall behind much more in a tall game. We did find Yosemite though, which is very neat, and this guy got a promotion out of it. That's what I'm hoping for. Find more tribal villages and level up a few of these scouts. So there's games and recreation. We have access to the arena. Plus an amenity if the city has an established governor. Tourney ground buildings within 6 tiles of the city do not provide additional bonuses. So this is the fairground. So there's a tourney ground. Can be built in the same district with a tourney ground, okay? It gives you +1 amenity from entertainments, 2 citizen slots, and a great worker music slot, and the citizen yields are +2 culture. The baseline citizen yields are 1 food, 2 faith, or 2 gold and 1 culture. Right, where is the tourney? So we have the arena and the tourney ground. The tourney ground is like an AoE thing. Interesting. Interesting. So like the tourney grounds are like your AoE. Oh, you know what? I can't actually be building this campus because I need to buy this tile and this tile, and I need to get to work on my fairground. And then I also need to get a builder over here. However, I will go for the settler first. I've already placed my district in here, so I'm going to purchase the settler from here. Because this city will regrow that population faster than this city will, because the city just needs more food. Like in totality, yes, the city produces more food, but the city requires less food, right? Like this citizen only takes 28 food to grow, so it'll just naturally grow back a little bit quicker, whereas this one just requires like 46, and this is after we're already halfway invested. I can't wait to finish this building though. It feels like natural progression here is towards feudalism and tourney grounds, so that's what we're gonna do. I would love to get Colosseum. If I could get Colosseum, I'd be super duper happy. Boom, we have currency, so we've already taken a look at the market and the mint. Kind of unique, interesting buildings. Okay. Don't want to hire any galleys. Let's pick up bronze working. May as well reveal iron. I'm okay with getting blocked a little bit by iron. This game, I'm less worried about hyper optimization. I completely forgot I was going for this. I'll want a holy site in this city at some point. I'll have to figure that out. Next settler is at 235 faith. At least 15 turns left in this era. Probably less based on the AI. Oh, hello, Mali. Mali's all the way over here. Anyone willing to sell me things I don't have? Oh, gypsum, yes. 1 gold per turn for gypsum. I have cotton I can sell. 8 gold per turn for that. Very nice. I need to prioritize getting my luxuries online, I think. That is a big deal that I haven't been doing. We got our fishing dock in the capital. Now look at these fishery tiles. Oh my god. 4 food, 1 production, 1 gold. That is delicious. And we don't even have the secondary tile, the secondary thing, the trade dock, which I think should give gold to tiles. I don't remember. Let me have a look. Fishing dock. These are the same, right? I'm not crazy. Is it the same? They don't have a difference? One just has a fishing yield, or rather has a citizen yield. Okay, that's fine. Right. Next on the agenda in my capital. Stonehenge. I don't think I'm going to build Stonehenge. It would be nice to get a trader. I would like to start trading with Shaka. So I'm going to pick that up in the hope that I can maybe touch one of his cities, like maybe Muscat or something. Although it might be awkward. I might have to put the trader in this city and get like a semi-suboptimal trade route just to get my relationship up with him. I don't want him declaring war on me. I prefer pacifist games. It's my playstyle. You want to buy my iron? Yeah, you can have my iron, sure. I have enough now to get a horseman. And there's bronze working. So 2 people want Toas. You want great merchant. You want a horseman. 1 person wants horseman. 2 people want Toas. Toas are unlocked at construction, which means I should build an ancient wall somewhere to get that boosted. So I'll build ancient walls in my capital. I'll also want a horseman. We're kind of just doing a little bit of empire-wide infrastructure here. Things like traders. It's all good. We're making progress. These might not be optimal plays, but they are plays. Okay, he cleared this. Is he coming to war with me? I really hope not, because I'm still 23 turns out. Can't buy a tile yet. I don't have good production here, except maybe the olives, which I also want to get improved. Doesn't look like he's coming to me for war yet. So I think I'm in not necessarily the clear. Okay, I could trade through Nan Madol to his city. My worry is that there might be like some barbarian galleys running around on this ocean. And while this trade route is awesome, until I have confidence, I'm going to just put this in Whanganui and see if I can trade from there, because I'm worried. All right, does my plan for this city change? I don't think so. I think it just goes right here. I don't have any good holy sites, but that's okay. My capital is my main village's center. What I would like to do in this city is go for a harbor and see if I could get like the trio, the mausoleum, the lighthouse, and the colossus. If I could get that trio in here, that would be amazing. So I may scooch in a builder here. It's hard to justify. Maybe I just hard build a builder and accept whatever I don't get was fate. Because I'm sure some of that is already gone. Yeah, like lighthouse is 14 turns. I'm going to trade with Muscat here. Was that a city-state? It might have been. I'll trade with Muscat so I get the trading post relatively quickly. It's a relatively safe trade route. Very few things can go wrong with it. Improves my relations with him. Gives him legitimacy that I'm trading with a city that he conquered, etc. I don't know if that's actually true, but that's how I'm role-playing it. Now, station my warrior on these olives to provide vision so that barbs won't spawn on my trade route. But there's the mausoleum. Awesome. I wouldn't mind getting another settler on this continent over here to try and secure it a little bit. There's another copy of cotton here. I think there's 2 cities here. One may be on the cattle. It's got a good harbor. It's got all the things you need for a nice coastal city. And then 1, 1, 2, 3, maybe sort of like here on this tundra hill, maybe on the stone. I don't know, but I'm thinking like something like this, maybe an industrial zone, get a couple quarries, you know. Oh, you know what? This could be the Venetian Arsenal game that we need, baby. I get faith from World Wonders. Yeah, that seems like actually a pretty reasonable move. Maybe we'll do it. I don't know, I'm thinking about it. I have a governor title. I think I'd like to get Magnus in Opango. And I think I definitely would like an encampment either here or here. Curious, in this mod, did they change adjacency? So this gets +2 from faith. You also get faith from mountains. Okay. So I'd like an encampment here or here to provide the city with like robust defense, protecting the coast, preventing any advance from him. All right, boom, we've got construction. We have access to the watermill, the terracotta army, the bathhouse. Okay, so this is built in the cistern. +1 faith for every 5 citizens in the city, limited at +6. Okay, provides the city +1 power from renewable geothermal sources once in the future era. 50% production towards this building if built on a tile with breathtaking appeal next to a geothermal fissure or next to a volcano. +2 culture, +1 amenity, +2 citizen slots. The citizen appeals the cistern. So I think that's actually this mod's version of the aqueduct. So this looks like a very, very strong faith, culture, and late game power building for the aqueduct. Then we've got the regular industrial zone, and then there's the Toa, which we definitely want to build one of. Or can I upgrade? I think I can upgrade a warrior to a Toa, which reduces the burden that I need. I probably should have switched off this, but we also get access to the lumber mill, which is fairly standard. And then the resource bonus of deer, which gives specialty districts, aqueducts, and neighborhoods can be built on forest tiles in the city with at least 1 improved deer resource. So deer actually gives you the ability to have more of a natural landscape, which is very interesting to me. Let's see, we got mathematics as a possible next thing. This gives access to the orchard. Engineering is boosted by 3 mines. Oh wow, the tech tree feels very, very different. They want me to build a watermill. Let's pick up the wheel. Edamananki. And we'll grab ironworking as well, because there might be a Jebel Barkal in our future in Whanganui if we can get the production up here. You want to buy my pearls and my horses? Sure. I've already built my horsemen. Like I've started the construction of them, so I don't need the horses in my bank anymore. I may have to buy a chopper in here to chop. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to pay for the builder. That does delay my next settler by quite a bit, which I don't love. But it was perhaps necessary. Oh, Mount Vesuvius. Very cool. Mount Vesuvius is a very, very powerful volcano for 2 reasons. A, it provides a lot of yields, but B, it's also a very powerful volcano in that it completely yeets your empire to bits. So 170 gold to make a Toa. I will do that because that's worth 2 envoys on the map currently and 4 Eriscorp, which has secured us a golden age. So we're safe in the knowledge that we can continue to build infrastructure and rely on faith to get our settlers. Now, any other missions? Mostly trade routes, great merchants. Nanmadal wants a horseman, and I definitely want to prioritize that. Otherwise, it's mostly trade routes for these things, and that will just have to come later in the game. Yoink, 100 faith. Oh my god, that totally made up. That actually more than made up for the fact that I just purchased a builder. That's incredible. That means my settling isn't going to be slowed at all. I think I get a settler in here and I get this city established just so I have a better loyalty buffer. And I don't really want to move this 1 tile to the left, but it may be necessary. Maybe it'll be fine. Maybe it'll be fine. We'll see. Grab that. Oh man, Cliffs of Dover. We are finding things really, really well. It may be worth my while to see if I can like send settlers around the things to grab some of these lands out here rather than like relying on entirely just settling my own land, because I feel like I've got some of this land locked down. Maybe sending a few guys on adventures. I have the boats, like I have a byreme that I can escort a settler with and send it on a long journey, which I think would be a cool idea. So I like it. We got our horsemen too, which gives me more units to protect my fog. I reckon we go for the government plaza for the extra governor titles. I definitely feel like Pingala might be a good pickup here or something like that. No, there's a few options. Did I remember to move Amani again? I did not. I could probably take citizenry of Valletta unless I have already. I don't remember. Well, Valletta isn't explored, the area around it, so I'm pretty sure I haven't taken it yet. Very, very slight loyalty problem over here, but the sooner I get that settled, the sooner that is dealt with. Boom, quarry. Can't remove that anyway, so may as well. Up to 5 pop in here. And we're working mostly good tiles. I know it's not great as Maori to get rid of woods, because woods are so good for them. But for something like the Colosseum, worth it, I think. That's my take anyway. Science is getting a little bit out of hand for some of these civs. You can see Mali's up to 60. I'm on 20. So some people have triple my science, which is a cause for concern long term. My hope is something like Pingala can make up the difference. Now, I do have +1 build charge, so I have a little bit of leeway in using these. Like if I get a second mine here and then chop, kind of has exciting properties. What did I do with my faith? Ah, yeah, I bought this settler. Gotcha. That's right. So we'll pop down this settler here. This city will have kind of somewhat poor loyalty, but it should be fine. I'll even build the Toa improvement next turn. I think you get some era score from doing that. First district is going to be the encampment in here, I think. So I'll buy this tile, but we're going to go builder first, then encampment, then walls, and we'll have a nice defensive line against him. We can't do anything with this tile except put a farm on it, so we may as well. Remember, as the Maori, we cannot extract resources. So if there is a bonus resource somewhere, apologies, I settled too close to you. This was a very aggressive settle, like, to be fair. Jebel Barkal, very cool. Would be neat to get a Jebel Barkal, like right here, but it's 120 turns. So without like a significant amount of builder investment in some of these tiles, it would be hard. We have our government plaza. We could go for the ancestral hall, which would give us a free builder in every new city. We could go for the audience chamber, which allows us to be a little bit taller. These all seem the same. However, the government plaza itself gives culture instead of its usual old things. It might be worth it to promote Magnus with provision. You can step in here. Requires an arena or a tourney ground. I suppose we'll wait the 7 turns so we can get a tourney ground. The tourney ground, bonus amenity extends to each city centre within 6 tiles. The bonus applies once to a city, and multiple copies of this building within 6 do not provide additional bonuses. +1 tourism for every ally this city has a trade route to. +1 amenity from entertainment, and +1 citizen slot. So this is just more efficient if I wait for the tourney ground. What was I talking about again? Crap. What I was going to do with my capital. Do I want to start producing settlers out of here? Let's do a land survey. Like if we look at the available like chunks of land we could settle, there's like a lot of land we could claim. And Coupe has the unique ability to embark very, very early into the game. And we have a relatively big capital with Magnus, massive growth and massive production. It would mean that we would cripple our capital for a very, very long time. Like it just, my capital won't develop for a long time, so I'll have to rely on my other cities developing. It's a style of play I almost always go for because it's so powerful. So I tell you what, we'll go for the temple to get scaling faith, and then we'll go for ancestral hall to get the settler production, and just go ancestral hall. It's a very late ancestral hall, but it's basically like early colonialism for me. Right, let's go ahead and pick up mathematics. I need to build a 3rd mine. It definitely needs to happen. So I want to harvest this. So it's worth 88 production, but need to wait a little bit. We found Samarkand, suzerained by someone else. What's their mission? Recruit a great admiral. That could happen. It could happen. Looks like there's some kind of free city in here, so I'm just going to run. Escape. We got our ancient walls in Whanganui. This city is just so terrible. That has such bad production. A 20% boost from amenities, because my amenities are huge. But I need this cotton online. I need these olives online. Yeah, this city just has bad production. It needs builder time. It can't really rush anything. See, that's the thing. You often have this terrible position in a bad city in that you can't rush a district that you really, really need because you have to wait for the city to actually develop a little bit before you can build something. And that often means you just have to go for a builder. You have to go for a granary and try to grow the city out of its bad land problem. We did meet new people. Valletta is now... I'm now suzerain of Valletta, which is another suzerainty. I think I'm going to go for Taruga next with a Mani. That should line up perfectly with a little bit of era score in the next era. Hello, I could hire a legion for 260 gold. Getting a legion could be pretty powerful. It would also develop this into a city-state a little bit quicker, which has some advantages. 20 plus turns. Do I have another use for this gold is my question. Not really. Like, all these things are expensive. Ooh, I could actually, in theory, save for the tourney ground. Yes. Okay, I'm going to save up money for the tourney ground. I'm going to sell off my resources. So I'm up to 400. Can I get enough? All right, yeah, I can save up enough to be able to purchase a tourney ground, I'm pretty sure. That means my Colosseum is delayed only a very, very small amount by waiting for the tourney ground. There's feudalism, feudal contract.
Until
serfdom is the same, and we have the tourney ground now. Farm improvements in the game, place 1 food for every 2 adjacent plantations, place 1 food. Okay, cool. I think, and this lines up amazingly well with my game, because now I can plug in serfdom, and all these settlers that I'm going to be building will give me will give me 6 charge builders because I got pyramids. Oh, this is so good. This is actually so insane. The absolute roll we have going here is so nice. Now we're behind in science, right? But we have the power to power, right? We can power hard for anything we want. So now that we have feudalism, I reckon it would be good to pick up merchant and federation here. +1 gold from each of your envoys. I have a lot of envoys. Charismatic leader is nice, but I don't think it's necessary for me anymore. Yeah, we'll just we'll keep churning along. I can buy the tourney grounds next turn and then chop for Colosseum. Okay, got it. Yep, poor little scout got murdered because he was caught in a boot. So we will cancel the campus. We will purchase the tourney ground. Boosh. That's an extra amenity for all these cities. Well, my amenities are already crazy. 23 turns on the Colosseum. I harvest here, and that becomes 22 turns, 21 turns, but it's actually 19 turns, so that works out even better than it was. And 19 turns to Colosseum, and it's going to be a decent Colosseum too. It's going to hit quite a few cities. 1, 2, at least 3 cities, potentially 4 if I settle another one in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and potentially even 5 cities if I decide to settle up here in the tundra somewhere. Yoink! 20 Diplo favor. Now, I'm kind of loath to sell my Diplo favor until the medieval era. Usually that's about when the Diplo favor starts to gain value. So I'll probably start slowly selling it off as we get there. Oh, people have luxuries for me, and they're not very expensive. Yes. Give me all of your luxuries. I love the quick deals mod, dude. It's so good. No wonder I'm cracking out so many luxuries here. Boom. Build a farm. Very nice. Yes. I know it's kind of awkward to work all these farming tiles, but it is good. High food tiles means you grow faster, it means you work things faster. I think I'm going to save up to buy a granary and maybe a trade dock in here. Yeah, the trade dock would allow me to get a trade route in here to send to my capital. That would give me a significant amount of production. I have to buy my horses. I'm going to wait till the medieval era. I think the value of items goes up based on the game era. I could be like super wrong though. Boosh farm. Very nice. I think Vilnius just appeared up in the north, and the world enters the medieval era, and we get to keep our golden age, which is kind of exciting. So we have access to mathematics. This gives us the Petra, which I think we wanted to get in Whanganui. The consulate, which is a building that goes in the diplomatic quarter, looks pretty normal. Nothing changed there, except that it has a citizen slot with +4 gold. And I think that's because the diplomatic quarter now gives you +1 food and +2 culture. And then we have the orchard, which is a cistern building. +1 gold to adjacent farms, plantations, pastures, camps, fisheries, and unique improvements. This turns the cistern into more of a rural district in that it boosts all your sort of rural production thingies with a little bit of extra gold. Provides the city with +1 power from renewable solar once in the future era. Plus 50% production towards this building if it's next to a lake or oasis. Very cool. 2 food, 2 housing, 2 citizen slots. The citizen slots are +2 food and +2 gold, and it requires one of the following, which is a bunch of like growth things. So I'm curious about the cistern now. Like I haven't built one, but maybe I should. The Sweden is the banana bonus thing. Food production, food, gold. Can only be built on rainforest. Half a housing, very cool. So it's more like a rainforest kind of unique improvement. Then we have, resource bonus maize. +1 food to forest and jungle tiles adjacent to a farm improvement in the city with at least 1 improved maize. Was there a wheat bonus somewhere? I don't know if I missed it or if it just hasn't come up with that. Because like there's a cattle bonus. Yeah, I guess I just haven't seen the wheat bonus. I'm sure it exists somewhere. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, here we go. The brewery. Unlocks the builder's ability to construct a brewery in cities with at least 1 improved wheat resource. +1 food and production. +1 production for every 2 adjacent farms. +1 gold for each farm over a resource in the city. This bonus is doubled once electricity is researched. Provides tourism from production after researching flight. And +1 amenity as long as the city has access to at least 1 wheat resource. Okay. Grants standard adjacency bonus to industrial zones, commercial hubs, and harbors. And -1 appeal. Damn, these... Holy crap. These unique little like improvements and stuff are so cool. I'm going to naturally go for monumentality again because that allows me to continue using my faith to purchase builders and stuff like that. I think I have to come in here now because I want to build the Petra in this city to turn these bad desert tiles into something useful. I think that means I have to come in here and I have to spend my faith to buy a builder, even though I want to be saving that for settlers because I just need to like get this cotton online and get a couple of these mines online too, so I can force the city to grow and produce. let's work on engineering. It's about time I built the cistern, which gives you +1 food and +1 production if citizens work it, which when combined with like the orchard or the bathhouse, but especially the orchard would make this like a food positive citizen yield. So it's just like a weak tile you're working, basically like a farm. Basically, with the orchard and the cistern, you basically get a farming tile. Cities that don't have... This is just like basically a thing. It's basically an aqueduct that you can build buildings in now, which is a really, really cool idea. Really, really cool. All right, World Congress. I'm going to say trade routes sent to Shaka yield more. I'll put 2 votes into that because I don't want to spend too much. I'll put like 10 Diplo favor into that, and I'll put 10 Diplo favor into my district's culture bombing. Not that I need the culture bombs. It's just like it's nice if I win. Matsumusa won. That's unfortunate, but I did win this one. I can't really trade with Matsumusa at the moment, so that's why I was hoping for Shaka, because I am trading with Shaka currently. Let's pop this mine down, because I need the boost for engineering, because I'm researching it currently. World Congress, military emergency. I could vote that up. I think I'd like to just, like, ignore that, if I could. Now, Kublai Khan is where? Kublai Khan is over here, which is within striking range, and I'm sure he has enough technology. He definitely has enough technology to get across the water. He doesn't have a very big military, but I don't want to deal with that, so I'm just going to vote that down once, because I just don't want to take part. Oh, that's unfortunate. Only Teddy voted it up. That could have been a good way to get them to fight each other, but I just wanted no part in it. That's my perspective. Let's pop down a plantation here. That'll justify the growth and production in the city. That +2 production is huge here. Like, this is just how bad the city is. Now, there's engineering. We have access to the cistern and the catapult. Let's place the cistern in this city. Where we can lock in its price, because it still is a non-specialty district. Oh, cool! It looks very different. It's not very aqueducty at all anymore. Did they change the rules for placing it? Must be built adjacent to the city center. Huh. Yeah, it looks like it has the same placement rules. Well, I have a lot of wheat in my empire, so I feel like apprenticeship is the right direction to go to pick up breweries and stuff. Don't like spending my money on this, especially because I want to save my money to do something with it. I can't remember what I was doing with my money, but I know I was doing something. It was like buying buildings in this city, in Farah Kawara, whatever it's called. Boom, let's get these olives online. Nice, even more luxuries. I could probably sell off all my luxuries. I'm also going to sell off my Diplo favor in chunks of 30 for just straight up gold, because I get nearly 300 gold. You get nearly 10 gold per Diplo favor, which means I can come in here and start purchasing things like getting a granary in here to allow the city to grow. It gives me extra food off these food resources. In fact, let's work all 3 of these farms to grow the city as fast as possible. And then I'll go for the trade dock, and then I'll go for the trader. But yeah, this mod is really, really cool. I have my ancestral hall here now. I think I'm going to grab Magnus and assign him to the capital. I'm going to assign you to Opango. Oh, you know what? I'm going to put you in Farawarakara because I have... my religion is established here, and I need my religion to spread a little bit. Is this the holy city of Hinduism? Yeah, it looks like Shaka founded Hinduism over here, but he should spend his time fighting Islam, while hopefully my religion will naturally sort of spread over here. I'd like to begin building settlers, but I want to wait until Magnus is fully assigned to the city, so I may grab myself a quadrireme in the meantime. But yeah, look at the city, 33 faith per turn. I'll buy the settler later. Man, do I want to build that civic square, but I don't think I can justify it just yet. So I wanted to harvest this forest to place the encampment, which we will do. I'll harvest. That will store the production in a buffer. We'll go ahead and place the encampment here. I don't want to place down lumber mills, because if I remember correctly, they're actually not worth it as Maori. Because in the long run, you end up with better abilities. If we check our thing here, if you go for the Maori, you get +1 faith, +1 culture. And eventually you get, like, if I get mercantilism here, which is just over here, I'll basically have lumber mills on forests anyway, so I want to leave them open. I was really hoping I could do some preserve stuff so far, but I haven't really been able to. But next episode is going to be some crazy settling. We have so many potential locations to throw down settlers down here. There's not a whole lot of loyalty pressure. Some of these one-tile islands I could claim. I could probably honestly claim the cocoa, and then these 2 bonus resource islands, and then just claim this island as well. Have a couple of like little island cities that exist to produce gold, coastal gold islands, resupply for my empire coming down here. There's potential room down here to pick up pearls and some iron. Potential cities on the coastline down here. If I could get like 3 good coastal cities that could grow pretty big and pretty quick, I could basically lock my loyalty in down here. Yeah, I'm going to call that the end of the episode though. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye!